cool to
I'm
be
trying
here.
to visualize Mac and Norm jumping around in the chat room.
Well, visualize it you must, because it's time for Victor Allen's New Sports. Yes, Victor Allen bringing you his unique insight into the world of sports. And here's Vic. Is that better?
No. 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 That's not better,
I had to
man.
do the cup the ear thing, like,
No.
and here's Tricky Vic.
No, man. It's not working. Man,
Here's Tricky.
No. I need something. I need an intervention, man. I need a co-host who's going to be the main host of the sports.
Here's that man that the ladies call sexual chocolate. It's Victor Allen and Sports with Vic.
First of all, nobody uses their hand stuff anymore. Okay, that goes back to our grandparents.
Mac,
man.
hey, Mac,
We
what
don't
was
do
the
that
cup
anymore.
the ear? Mac might know. Mac probably knows. He does some insight about the whole cup ear, because Max has a world of experience.
Right. Yeah, but I want to let you know that there is a routine that everybody says when you see a brother putting his hand and he's low and on the computer saying, "Here's Vic," he's watching porn. All right?
Well, premium membership at Pornhub.
Here we go. All right,
Right
you guys.
on.
All right, you guys. Welcome to New Sports, man. Look, this is wrong. I need a female in the house who can keep me honest.
I got my blow up friend I told you in the house.
This is just.
They always so happy.
This is so wrong. We don't inspire any. We don't flirt with any rules. That's why we have what we have. Hey, you guys, the first subject at hand, we're going to drop it because the man has landed, and this is one of Mario's favorites, Shaquille O'Neal.
My man, Shaquille O'Neal.
He does his debut.
Yeah.
As an analyst.
Shaq.
All right.
Look at that. His head is. You guys got similar shine.
His shine has a value way more than mine, brother. I can say now. He don't need no deep pockets. He just got, I can't go there, man. I got to leave it alone. Hey, you guys, here's a trip, Mark, because I got to bring this up because, when you have to come out of the gate and the real contest is not about the subject Shaq is going to talk about as an analyst. I'll get to the second part of this, but really Shaq right now basically has debuted, and he says, let's go after the most popular story in the industry and organization of the athletes I used to perform and play with, and that's basketball. He went after the Miami Heat. Now, let me just say this. Bottom line, why would Shaq refer to what? Wait, why would Shaq, your boy?
Because you said he went after. You already framed it
Yes,
up.
I did.
You put a spin on it.
No, it's not a
you
spin.
Said he went after
it's
the Miami
not a
Heat.
spin.
All right,
I'm gonna say this.
He went after the Miami.
Watch
Heat.
this, you guys. Pretend like I'm not even saying after. This is a quote fact. His information. He says, basically, the Miami Heat is the big two and not the big three. So I don't have to frame.
Is that a big shock if somebody has that opinion?
Well, wait a minute. You gonna get on me because I'm framing it, but he
why
said
you say
it.
how's that like take that? You see, that's what I'm saying. That's not saying
Now,
that big.
Wait a minute.
No, let's
get the matter. Let's get the matter at hand.
Come on.
You come out of the blocks as an analyst. Shaq is our boy. First of all, there's a two-parter to this. The first part is he correct in referring to the big three as the big two, or is he trying to generate some media buzz? What is he trying to do?
Oh, he made his. Well, wait. I think that his opinion. Now, that's not okay. Because of the way it was signed and hyped, but of course it invites those kinds of things. But now that he said it, the minute you said it,
right,
I recognize that a whole bunch of people are going to have that opinion.
Right, but why Shaq used to say it
because he's now a commentator. But so I think it's okay. So that tells me that he's made an insightful reference to something that actually is an interesting point of discussion. So I give him credit. Thank you, Shaq. That's why he is the big Aristotle.
Wait a minute. He thanks Shaq.
I got your back, Shaq.
Wait a minute. He thanks Shaq when I have to clarify what he's done already. That's
you didn't clarify. He made an insightful point. A lot of people would say that. I'm not saying I would come out, but I shows you he's willing to be candid. He's willing to speak. I'm gonna go try to get the interview now.
Wait a minute.
Because I think that's great that he did that. I respect it.
People all year during the basketball season with Miami Heat always question the big three and who is really big. They always said...
You have to be in the locker room shower. Because he was the biggest.
All right, wait a minute.
Was Ilgauskas.
Okay. But let me give a little information on this, because it was more than just that reference. He looked at LeBron, and obviously he's coming to LeBron and supporting him and say, LeBron is taking a lot of criticism, and
unfair.
Right. And
the only person Norman didn't jump on.
Wait a minute. And he said he'll be back.
Who'll
All
be back?
professional athletes
Sure,
have
he'll
the
be
following
back.
season, whether you're playing pro or on the street. So he'll be back, right?
He fell to, from what I understand, and whether it means anything, Vic, they say he fell he used to be number 6 in popularity based on,
Yes.
jerseys.
Right.
And I think he went to 13.
Right.
But that's still in the top 20.
Yeah, look, I'm not knocking it. What we're saying is this. Does a situation where Chris Bosh, who's part of something that he says, hey, look, I'm making a choice like any other athlete. I want to go to win.
Right.
And now I'm all of a sudden receiving this somewhat lack of respect, which leads me to the second part of this question.
Right.
Is Chris Bosh receiving a lack of respect as a big?
Yeah.
B-I-G.
A little
You say
bit,
yes.
yeah.
All right. Now, because of that, we all understand that. If you're going to come in and be a part of the big three, that means you're going to be a part of a team that has D. Wade and LeBron, who are superstars, unquestionable. And you are Chris Bosh. Are you considered, before you get there, a superstar at the level of D. Wade and LeBron James? Are you? Yes or no?
The reason why I paused, Vic, is because, it was who I was going to give credit for that to. For all I know, that whole spin could have been the product of a corporate media analyst who's designing the spin for the campaign. In other words, I don't know that we credit the fellas with coming up with those spins and all that, but you and I both know, especially on that level, that went to a major company who picked the picture, the campaign, and all of that. Mm-hmm. So for all I know, in all fairness to Chris Bosh, he may not have had all that feel. He may have just been thinking, let me go play with my boys.
But did he embrace it because it converts to revenue and higher pay and higher media exposure?
That's why I made the point that those kinds of media campaigns are served up by media companies. Right. And so... And I think sometimes we mistakenly take the player as being that, but maybe he did, maybe he didn't.
Right.
But I think whether he did or he didn't, it comes with the territory, right?
Right.
It is a legitimate criticism, even though, like I said, I'm not saying he came up with that thing that he was a superstar.
Right.
But it was sold like that because of the way but that was a media hype thing.
Right. Now, let me ask you this, because I know what you're saying. You're explaining.
I'm just saying he may not be responsible for that.
No, let me say why they are all responsible for what they're getting involved in. Every agent is representing an athlete who's trying to get them splash, get them exposure, get them revenue. Everybody wants to get paid. Would Chris Bosh, sitting at a table before the recent past season, and somebody says, you're going to be one of the big three, this is all that's going to come with the territory, would you believe that Chris Bosh would say, I'm not sure if I want that, or yes or no? What would it be?
That's not that, but I don't think that's what's happened. I think what happens is that these fellas are athletes. They're not public relations people.
No, but they embrace that they have this opportunity, right?
Let me base the way they are presented with the way the promotional campaign is going to be, just to see if they have any criticism.
Right.
Then the promotional campaign. In no way do I think Chris Bosh or any of them direct their media campaigns.
No,
I think
I'm not saying that.
Professionals.
I'm asking you personally. Do you think that he personally would say, yes, I'd like to do this?
I think he take the advice of the high-priced professionals who are advising him.
Right. And I think...
In other words, that's like saying, if your attorney, your publicist, your manager all say, you should go with this campaign.
He embraced it.
You embrace it.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Especially athletes who are not rocket scientists.
Right, because everybody knows that all the athletes know that they have a short NBA life cycle, average 5 years. You don't have that much time to build. You have to jump in because, unfortunately, it's not a long life cycle for the average NBA player. Now, there's a third part to this. Since we probably we all know that Chris Bosh is a good guy. Comes off well-spoken, very well-spoken, matter of fact. Let me say this. What type of player is Chris Bosh? And I'm going to give you these choices, Mario. You try this. From what you've seen, you tell me where he fits in. Chris Bosh is either average player, good player, great player, big-time player, superstar player, or sometimes I'm great, excuse me on the publicist's error here, and sometimes I'm not a great player. what do you think he fits in?
He's good.
He's a good player. So he's not really. He
He's
doesn't
not
fit
great.
He's not fitting the definition of the big three.
Okay, Vic, can we could actually, you and I can name personally a number of centers I'd rather have. Even though I've always liked Chris Bosh.
I agree.
I did like him. He just never was my top center.
Right.
Never.
I got you.
And that's part of the issue. It depends, and because the way he plays more of a finesse game than a strong man. So, you and I I lean toward more of the strength guys inside, like a Tyson Chandler.
Right.
Or, or I look to other guys who are a little bit more strong physically still.
Right. They like the physical game. He's a smooth player. He plays a game of a smooth.
And that always was part of that, as opposed to getting a dominant physical kind of a center. Now, that's who he is. I don't blame you for being kind of who you are. It's how people use you, right?
Right.
It's how they use you.
Right.
But even within that, he's never been consistently excellent.
Right.
Or near that. So that's why he's not a great player.
Right. And
he's not great.
Right. And
he's solid.
You have the part that I'm looking at right here is that these are categories that I don't think he's ever been so far, so we're not going to blame him for not producing at that level.
Right. They hyped, and I don't think he actually even, that's why I was giving him a break saying, I'm not sure he hyped himself like that as much as the media did.
No, and when you look at the categories and you read through them, I said, in my eyes, was he was somewhere between what I call a good to great player. That's where he fit in. Better than just a good player, but not a great player. There's big time player, there's superstar player, but he's better than average, and he's sometimes great.
It is what it is, right?
It is what it is.
He wasn't. Okay, we would both say this. How about this too?
Right.
He certainly didn't play like a championship player.
Right.
He had some good games in the series.
Yes.
He had some solid games, and he had, I wouldn't say poor, but he had a number of average kind of.
I agree.
So that's not championship level to me.
There you go. I see.
As champion.
Right. What we're saying is this. When D. Wade made it to what they call, I'm one of the best, if not the best. LeBron it was no question that these guys are at another level.
Right.
We did not think of Chris Bosh that way. And to thrust him into this position that he all of a sudden has to actually deliver at the level.
That's what I was saying. It's a little unfair.
I know.
In other words, I think that was media hype. In other words, they come, you say, hey, we about to hype you, Vic, as the next best sports reporter ever.
I think I'm kind of, let me see.
You might say, damn. You say, damn. Okay, I'm gonna brush up.
I'm in the top. I'm in the top 1 million.
But like I said, we both would be. I mean, there's things that could be. It's normal to be intimidated by a situation. It's how you respond to that.
Right.
And I think I gave him a B minus.
Yeah, I hear you.
It's between a C plus and a B. How did Chris Bosh handle playoffs?
Right.
See, I don't give him a D.
Right.
I don't even give him a C. I give him a C plus or a B minus.
Let me give you an idea of how the comparison can go. If you go look at Tim Duncan when he was at his prime, his period, would you consider him a great player, superstar player, or what they call just a big time player? Because he fits one of those.
Superstar is really a very.
It's not he wasn't a superstar. He was certainly
great.
He was great.
He was certainly great.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Superstar comes with, I know superstar.
That's what I'm saying.
Great, but certainly great and consistently.
Thank you.
So he could be. See, when you're consistently great, after a while you get superstar.
Right. See
but he wasn't like a game affected like Michael Jordan.
Right. See, the part that we're saying is Chris is who he is.
Yes.
And they're trying to make him who he should be. And unfortunately, he still has time. Now, he may turn around and change, but he's on another stage of play. And when you are next to the big two, maybe Shaq is correct in what he's saying. We may not like to hear it that way.
Well, that's what I said. I said it was I said it was an astute observation by the big Aristotle.
There you go. So we got to give props to Shaq and Mario's support of the Shaqster. So he gonna give the scream and yell when he says get props.
I like Shaq.
I know.
I got my biases and shit.
All right, you know what? In the doldrums of having the absence of a lot of sporting activities in front of us during the summer months, we have to figure out where are the sports defying acts of what we call athleticism, flirting with death every day.
What the hell is this?
Wait a minute, man. Let me finish. Okay, I want you to understand.
No, look. See now. You have to understand.
Wait a minute.
I see this for the first time during the show. So you remember I told you guys how we do this. Vic is out here in the morning lining up his show. We get together and go live. This is my first time seeing this. That's why I tell you, write his ass.
No,
Don't write me.
Wait a minute.
Don't write me with no sports.
Wait a minute.
He got the bull sitting on somebody's head. Ain't that some shit?
Well, I think
okay, y'all right there.
Wait a minute. Did you say the operative word? Did you just say the operative
I'm just
word?
saying,
you said head and what?
You don't know. That's where I hope the bull ain't getting excited. That's a little too close to bull testicles. Some of y'all get closer to testicles.
Wait a minute.
I only been close to mine. I just don't need that. I don't need no bull nuts that close to my head. So this is Vic. I haven't seen this. Please, the station.
I did. Wait a minute.
Victor produces this segment.
Wait a minute.
That's why I give him all the credit. He writes it. Victor writes and produces this segment.
First of all, you guys, you can't get blamed for the messenger. The messenger, I'm like anybody else who goes out and say, "Hey, this is a nice picture. Let me go see what this means." And I looked at it and said, "It means."
I don't know if the bull is trying to hump him, get some head, or take a dump. It looks like the bull is taking a dump.
Okay,
the bull is kneeling on it. It's like, is that he's taking a dump? So the bull not only tramples your ass, but to add embarrassment, he shits on you after he stomps your ass. That's like too much to do to a person. Stomp their ass and shit on them.
Wait a minute. See, the part that I want you guys to understand is,
where did you get this stuff?
Dude, I'm just saying this right offhand. Sports flirts with death. This is death staring you in the face. I'm sorry. I mean,
is that what they call bull nuts and penis now? Death staring you in the face.
Look, if he's not, here's the part, Mario. If he's not stomping you to death right now, you'll wish you're dead after he sits on your face.
Ladies and gentlemen, the new Sportz with Victor Allen.
All right. Let me go. You know what? See, this is wrong. Let me get to the matter at hand here, because see, this is wrong. I'm trying to impart some wisdom.
You have
some wisdom.
You have. Sleep on your stomach.
All right. So here's the catch. The catch is very simple. There are dangerous sports out there, and we want to find out if we can pick the top 3 most dangerous sports that an athlete participates in every time he gets on the field of play, him or her. At the end, which you don't see here, we're going to pick the top 2 mamby-pamby sports, the ones where they think they're tough, but they're really not. But media makes them out to be like they're the tough athletes. So we're going to start with our top 3. And for those who've just tuned in,
I don't know if I call them namby-pamby. Put me in this shit. Remember, write Vic. Don't write me. Don't write me now. Tired.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. See, I'm losing the grip. All right, let me do this. All right, this is cold because I can't even read what I'm doing. See, this is the part where you don't get participation. I need a woman in the house. Check it out. Here we go. It's very simple. I want you to tell me the most dangerous sports. We're going to break it down to our top 3 and then the number 1. No particular order. I got WWF, World Wrestling Federation, MMA, mixed martial arts, boxing, bull riding, hockey, horse racing, baseball, tennis, football, and basketball.
Why you want to insult tennis? Why you want to insult tennis,
I'm not insulting tennis, man. I'm not. Tennis, the balls fly fast. That's not right.
That's what the girls tell me. I don't know. Mine seems like they can't get off the ground. So maybe y'all's is flying.
All right. Wait a minute. All right. So here we go. It's our job here at this station to not to be, biased, but we are terribly biased. And I'm going to sit there and say, Mario, eliminate in no particular order which sports should not be in the top 3, and you can start with any one.
Tennis, basketball.
All right.
Because basketball's tough, but it's not the same kind of... Boxing is a tough sport. You get hit. Bull riding is really dangerous.
Right.
So I think bull riding is one of the toughest.
Okay, so you got...
most dangerous.
You got one in there. You still
boxing is probably number 2.
All right, but I want you to eliminate...
Oh, you want me to... eliminate? You can remove baseball. They don't get hurt. Sliding. They sliding into base. Come on.
Right.
That baseball is coming like a fast killer ball.
Right. So you got tennis. You eliminate tennis. You eliminated basketball.
Baseball.
What else?
Horse racing can be dangerous.
Yes, it can. That's what I'm saying.
That's why I didn't mess with it, because you fall off, you go.
You're right. You keep going.
Football's dangerous because let me tell you, there's a certain amount of people die in football every year.
Right.
Even in non-professional.
You got it.
So football got to be left on there.
All right.
So hockey I take off, even though it is rough. You don't have as many deaths.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's rough.
It's rough.
Rough. So boxing, bull riding,
All right.
and horse racing are my most dangerous.
All right. Now, here's
You notice I didn't put mixed martial arts.
I noticed that.
They haven't been around long enough
to get the
to
study.
have a real history, right? And I'm not sure you're getting
impact.
the same amounts of. I know in wrestling, I doubt it because it's more staged.
Right.
I'm not sure how much head trauma you're getting.
But
in
we know
mixed
they are
martial
getting
arts.
it, don't we?
Yeah, that we do.
Because they're getting foot and hand knuckles with no
You
protection.
know what? It's so interesting. Foot and hand is probably no way measure up to running into somebody.
Right.
With the full force of your body weight.
Right. I understand that. That's why I said this is going to be the top three.
It's interesting.
Let me tell you what made it hard for me on this. I had to eliminate any of the sports that they don't wear head protection. Now, let me tell you what I think is my number one, because I think any of us can go like this. Visualize somebody introduces you to go, hey, man, you want to try to play a baseball game? Sure. A basketball game? Why not? Tennis? Okay. Get on a horse. I may fall off. Baseball? Yeah, I already covered that. Hockey? Now, hockey, you may...
I still don't feel like doing it. I still say no.
But watch this. I call the adamant no's. And you sit there and say... bull riding.
No. See, now you're right. You go, no.
It's just not even a
See,
question.
actually, horse riding, I'm almost no there, too.
You're right.
But definitely bull riding.
Right.
No,
All
not
right.
doing it.
Right.
No.
All right. Mixed martial arts, because they do, I mean, when I say foot,
Depends
knee,
on your age.
no, it doesn't matter, Mario.
If we were young, we
You
probably
get-
would try it.
Mario. In boxing, they use only their fist, and they get away with some elbows. In mixed martial arts, they use everything.
But if we were like 16, because I don't know about y'all, we were young, we put on boxing gloves, but the first time somebody got hit in the nose, everybody's like, oh, everybody quit. Everybody quit.
All right.
We all, like it was 5 of us, everybody quit boxing at the same time, and we went back to basketball.
Right. But what's the difference in the sport we're talking about? You can actually, first of all, Mario, you've been on a horse before, right?
Yeah, the same thing.
All
After
right.
you do it once, you're like, this shit hurts.
Oh,
This shit
you've been on a
hurts.
horse.
I can't be on no horse all day.
Right. So you know that I know the feeling of being on a horse. He just got to run fast. So it doesn't intimidate you as much like bull riding.
No, that's intimidating.
That's number one. I say bull riding is number one. What's your number two? Hockey?
Having sex with one of the Williams sisters.
That's wrong, man. Come on, man. Come on. I
I can't survive it.
Wait a minute.
They
Come
might
on.
hurt me.
Wait a minute. Okay. We got bull riding. We got every day, Mario.
Hold on, Serena. Hold on, damn it. Wait a minute. Time out, Serena. Shit. Give me a soda.
All right. All right. So here's the hard part, what we got going down here. This is a shame. We got me running long. All right. Here's the hard part. We know number one is clearly bull riding.
Yes.
Okay. What we're having a hard time determining is number two. The one that they flirt with life and death every
See,
time.
horse racing, I think people have died.
Yes, they have.
You fall off of that bad boy.
I'm saying every day now. Every day you get on it, people
The
think
horse
of life.
falls and then you die too.
Yeah. Yeah. See?
Yeah, no, because didn't what's his name get jacked up in an accident?
Who are you talking about?
The number one jockey.
Shoemaker.
Yeah, didn't he get?
Yeah.
Was it an accident
Yeah.
that got him?
Yeah, it got him too. Paralyzed or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I remember.
See, I remember something. No, I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm not riding no damn horses.
Right now, I didn't put in other sports there
Or the
for a
Williams
reason.
girls. None of them.
I didn't put skydiving. I didn't put ski jumping. I have a lot of sports I could have put in there. If I would have put in the what they call the I forgot.
Riding Hope Solo.
That's wrong.
How about Hope Solo?
All right. I'll come with the second group because I got to do a part two group on this because there's some others that's going to get involved. The giant slalom. You jump, you run, go in there and you're flying.
No, even I watched that. What's the other name? What's the other one they have? Luge, the luge.
Right.
Hell no. They tell you, hell no.
Okay. Now remember,
Not sliding down, nothing, no shit.
okay, I'm going to bring part two of those because they're like winter events and everything else. So I'll do that Monday. But I wanted to get to these particular sports because they're really those kind that we take for granted a lot. And I keep saying this, bull riding. I believe hockey is very dangerous because the puck is flying very fast. The speed of that puck is crazy, but they wear helmets now, so it's a little bit different. Imagine the hockey players back in the day did not wear any. So it really
Like
was number
imagine
one.
sex before condoms.
Okay, I'm going to leave that alone.
Can't imagine,
okay.
can you?
All right.
Can't even
All right.
imagine.
Now, let me say this. The reason, now, Mario, I'm going to take something here that I think won't qualify as much because it took studies to do this. You knew that when you went to play football, you didn't feel like you was going to be threatening with death every day. You went out there to go put the hit on people. So football doesn't make people think I may go die. Bull riding does.
No, it has a lot to do with how many people participate too.
Right. But you as a football player think I'm about to lay the wood on somebody, didn't you?
Even though, like I told you, they have a certain number of deaths and paralysis every year.
Yeah, but see, at the time you're playing as the athlete,
you don't think about it.
You don't think about it. So here's what eliminate
like sex
this.
Again.
We're not going to get into that.
You don't think about it.
You don't think about
it. You just don't think about it.
So here's the ones that I think that I may die because I don't know any better. I absolutely think bull riding, mixed martial arts, and boxing. Because I truly believe that the others I would think about doing. You can put me on a horse. I'll probably say, yeah, let me get on a horse and see how fast I can ride. I can see baseball. I can see tennis. I can see football because I think I can, hey, if they can't catch me. I can see basketball. But if you tell me you're going to go into mixed martial arts where somebody's going to be laying all they can on you, and if they hit you in the right place, you're gone. Boxing the same way with me.
Just that the foot is usually not as bad. But yeah, and remember, in boxing, or you can say mixed martial arts too, when the goal is to knock somebody out, that means your goal is to give them a concussion.
That's right. And I say mixed martial arts.
I say more.
Thank you. So who's your top three? I got boxing, mixed martial arts.
I still say horse riding. I said mine.
So when your girlfriend asks you to go to the equestrian center and ride a horse, what you gonna tell her?
I'm gonna say hell no. My big ass on some horse. I don't need a horse. I need like a donkey. I need one of them big old slow. They give me. If you grab me ride something, call it Old Mabel. Put him on Old Mabel. I need one of the big old slow horses come along high, eating apples and stuff, you know.
Okay, I got
That's what I need. One of them slow, good old slow. Me and Mabel.
Okay.
It's cruising.
And what I... All right. This is what we're going to do now. Now that I got my three, we got the same three, right? No, you got horse racing.
I didn't even deal with the mixed martial arts.
So you got bull riding, horse racing, and what else?
Boxing.
So we got one flip on this one. Now let's go to the place where we hope some of the brethren don't feel that they're not putting it out like they should. The mamby-pamby bottom two that they think is a tough sport, but it's not. Which two of those?
I don't know. I'm not saying any of that. Tennis is so rough. You know, it's hard on your feet.
Come on, man.
You get those corns.
Wait a minute.
One thing about tennis, your feet don't look gracious.
Wait.
Go look at the top tennis player. Their feet look jacked up.
Okay.
Trying to go out, put on some shoes. Your feet's all messed up.
Look.
I'm just saying, so I'm not going to I'm not going to disparage tennis.
Right.
And then that net. Some scary shit running up on that net.
Wait a minute.
And you know, you got the guy sitting up in that high chair ready to jump down on you. I'm not going to disparage. I think tennis is psychologically tough.
Wait, I'll do it this way.
I would not call it namby-pamby.
I'll protect it because when I say mamby-pamby, first of all, it's no disrespect to the sport. What I'm saying is, as it relates to life and death every time you're on the court. Not because they are not athletes. They can all these sports, they got me beat. I can't participate in them.
Tennis is dangerous.
So, man,
all them women can run out the stand.
You have to pick two.
See, after Vic parties with all them tennis babes, the next day during the match, they liable to run out on the course. I think tennis is dangerous.
He's trying to avoid
you never
the
know. It's happened.
It's
happened that people have run out on the tennis court.
All right, let me just do
this.
Say,
love my ass.
I'll make it easy for you. There's a sport here where they make them look like they're tough because of the media and everything, but they're not that tough. And if it's called overhype, which one of these? If you had to pick one,
basketball.
There you go. That's not bad. See, basketball. They make.
I'm not going to say they type. I'm just saying, you know, they're not all in the face and all fighters and stuff.
That's right. Football.
You are fighters.
Right.
They got more fighters. Basketball. A lot of them not fighters.
So the two that you are voting on is tennis.
They're competitors. They may not be fighters. You know, there's a difference.
Right. The two you're picking, tennis and basketball. Right.
I support tennis. It's psychologically tough, Vic. And basketball, I don't even pick basketball because I watch Basketball Wives, and I know how hard it is to play pro basketball.
See what Mario's doing. So
now that I see Shani and Jen and Evelyn,
what he's trying to do.
And Evelyn's coming in, got Ocho Cinco.
He doesn't understand. What Mario's trying to do is stay away from having himself identified with the term mamby-pamby.
I'm not going to call NBA namby-pamby when you watch the Basketball Wives. I've seen them. Man, they just kicking ass.
Wait a minute.
Except Mike Olowokandi, his ex.
Okay, let me go ahead and chime in with our chat room. There has been a top vote getter in the top 3. Hailing from the GNN North, bull riding number 1, number 2, dangerous sport, divorce, 3rd, alimony.
See that? I don't pay no alimony. Lord. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Lord, for just rescuing me.
So since Mario's been saved, he's been saved on this because
repeatedly.
I have the much respect for tennis, the athletes, and everybody. But when you compare it to death every day, there is a mamby-pamby view.
Have you watched Basketball Wives?
Yes.
That's death every day potentially.
Okay.
When you handling with. I'm just saying, some of them. Evelyn scares me. You got to watch out.
Okay, I'm gonna leave this alone.
Don't mess around with these.
And before we end our segment, I will show you that bull riding picture again as an exit from this show because we're getting close to it. Because I think it's so. It's
special.
It has a lot of.
Come
impact.
on the site and get that one.
Thank you. All right, we're gonna go to Do You Believe because sometimes we believe everything. As we started this show with morning coffee, Mario always says there's a lot of things that happen out there. And we don't want you to be sheep. Well, do you believe, and you have to understand this now, more and more major college football programs will voluntarily sanction themselves since another big SEC organization, football powerhouse, LSU, was ruled as committing major violations.
Yes. In fact, I've embraced this amongst the brotherhood. I tell girls now, I can't see this weekend because I'm punishing myself for cheating on you. I haven't done it yet.
See, this is wrong.
But since I may, I'm going to sanction myself. I'm going to stay in all weekend watching Sex and the City reruns just to prove that I can do it. So I'll be there. I'm just telling you.
So, and we're not going to take this to a serious tip. When you see the role of football organizations getting the violations, they're all now just coming down.
That's what I'm saying. It's like the cheating men. So let's just go and say, we're going to sanction ourselves.
Right.
We're going to smack everybody, Norman. Let's all sanction. Let's all sanction ourselves.
Penalize ourselves.
For the crimes we may commit. We ain't committed the crime.
But we're going to sanction.
But it may come up.
So let's do it.
And I would have already had our sanction.
It's called We Are Guilty, but we're going to not let you catch us being guilty, right? Isn't that what they're doing here? They know it's coming.
All right.
And okay, so that's an easy one. All right, the number 2, and we're going to take this lightly. We're going to say, do you believe Shaquille O'Neal said he really believes Charles Barkley and I, as he quotes, will become the all-time big 2 analysts of modern media in Louisiana and Alabama?
Well, since I haven't seen anybody's penis, I don't know if they're the big 2. You have to ask Corinne Stephens.
Let's go.
Vic, you hang out with Corinne?
Yeah, I'm doing.
So I don't know. I ain't talking about it. They may be the big 2, the little 2. I ain't in it.
All right.
Me and little Tata, little wee wee.
That's cool.
We gonna go hang out at our spot.
Norm, have a good time, man. Get some cool air, man, not some sun. I know you're trying to get both of them in the hot sun. All right. So bottom line, Mario, you were right to believe or not believe. Which one are you choosing? You say you don't believe? You don't believe?
It could be true. I don't know, Vic. They could be. I haven't heard, Vic.
Well, wait a minute.
They are, Northland's fame. We was famous over here.
Wait a minute now. Let me
all them party girls.
What I'm saying is,
we had some reputations.
There's a claim that Shaq is making here that Barkley and Shaq will be the all-time.
Yes, the big 2. We'll have to ask Corinne Stephens.
All right. So really,
I don't know if she's seen their penises. But they may be. So you say you're the big 2. It may have been,
okay.
One of the Boston Celtics.
Let me just leave it alone. So what do you say? First of all, you guys, we are not responsible for this statement that's not true.
Hang up.
This is not true. Nor did Shaquille O'Neal or Shaq quote that Charles Barkley and himself will be the all-time big 2. That is just a falsity. That's me.
I'll be part of the Fat 5.
Okay.
They'll be the big two, and I'll be part of the fat five.
The falsity, my new term. I learned a lot from the Don King era. You know, you put some extra on your words. All right. So that's our do you believe? That's no. Basically, he had nothing to do with that at all. He did not say anything about that. It's all a lie. But in the meantime, we're going to remind ourselves that the most popular and death-defying sport that you can get involved in, bull riding.
Bull nut hugging. Hugging a bull's nuts is a dangerous sport. Don't hug them. Don't do this at home. Don't do this at home.
You know what?
Don't even try it with your pit bull.
I'm gonna say this.
Don't even do none of that.
I want that picture to be one of our archive all-time picks. I think that pick, when somebody says I'm not taking no bull from you, you better think about it. Sometimes bull comes in all forms and fashions, and that picture is a wonderful
maybe
one.
Nuts in your face.
That's right. So I'm done. There goes my new sports. We done.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've been listening to New Sports, written, directed, and produced by Victor Allen. That's right. All responses, send them to Victor@Paxtero.tv. That's right. Complain to him. That's right, Mr. Chocolate Man. You can reach him.
You know what?